Hi, Alan Ling.
Hello. All
Yes,
right.
yes. Nice to
Hey,
meet
Busy. How are
you.
you? Oh, you look great. I like your background and the mic, and that looks really good.
This one, this
Yes,
one.
yes.
It's like a studio, right?
It looks really impressive. I like it.
Ah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so today I have an interview with you, Alan. Okay, this is my first time after a long time interview with a
Oh,
musician.
really?
Yes, with musician
I am honored.
across the board. Yeah.
I am
So
honored. I am honored. Yeah, that's great.
yeah.
I'm trying to keep my headsets and everything charged so I can keep hearing you.
Ah,
So-
okay. I'm super nervous right now.
no, I'm not. Look, I'm
What?
just
What? What?
pretend you're talking to your older brother or something,
Oh,
or
really?
your functional olher brother,
Okay.
not the
Okay.
dysfunctional one.
Okay. Okay. I want to talk to you about how you started your music. I mean, like, you're CEO and you're performer too, and then you have a clinic, right?
I'm a
You do
physical
a lot of
therapist.
things, right?
I do a lot of stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
and so yeah, so I'm a physical therapist. I'm licensed in two states. I'm in Hawaii
Oh.
and
Mm-hmm.
California. I own
Okay.
my own business. I used to have 30 employees. Now I have 17
Okay.
thanks to the pandemic, but I'm still
Uh-huh.
doing good. I'm very happy.
Mm-hmm.
We do water therapy, we do Pilates, we do
Ooh.
even martial arts rehab. No,
Uh-huh.
we do some pretty cool stuff at our clinic. So it's really been, I've been identify myself as a mainly as a healthcare provider, but I happen to do comic book characters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at Comic Con, San
Mm-hmm.
Diego Comic Con, which is
Yes.
very famous. I'm an exhibitor there, so I'm a comic book publisher. I
Mm-hmm.
also started publishing children's books and
Mm-hmm.
creating them. So that's some of the other stuff that I do.
Mm-hmm.
I take care of my 91-year-old mom, so
Oh.
that's I'm proud of that too, because a lot of
Yes,
people
yes.
don't take care of their parents. I take care of my parents part
Uh-huh.
time, and I'm going to get married sometime, maybe
Mm-hmm.
this later on this year. So I have a very busy
Ooh.
life. So I am very lucky to and I'm privileged to be having a big life like this. And I want to thank you for honoring me with this interview, because you don't have to do this, and I appreciate you putting me on the show. So thank you very much.
Okay. You do something big and great. How to manage that all of them?
It's uh it's called delegation. So I'm only as good as the people who are helping me. So I
Oh.
have 17 employees at my practice, in my physical therapy
Mm-hmm.
practice,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
most of them are clinicians, and but we have incredible support team who do the scheduling and everything there. They're fantastic people. And
Mm-hmm.
then I have a comic book publishing company where I have almost 9 artists and letterers and editors and writers. So that's really nice too. And they're really, really good. So
Yeah.
I don't have to sweat the small stuff, but I do art editing, and also I create, do the storyboards sometimes.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
They're so talented and such good people. So I'm lucky, but it takes time to find everybody, right? Because you got to go through,
Yeah.
it's like love. You got to go through
Mm-hmm.
some people who aren't as good to get to the good ones.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes that happens.
Yes.
Okay, so then you have and then I have my music team,
Mm-hmm.
and I have Dave Lopez, who I went on tour with. He's a good
Mm-hmm.
friend of mine, and he's also a very talented musician. So he can make me look good even when I'm not looking so good. So it's
Yeah.
great to have someone like that. And then I have great producers
Mm-hmm.
and other musicians. So I'm blessed. I'm very lucky that I was able to attract and help have these people helping me in my endeavors. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
again, if someone asked me, how do you do so much? I said, I don't do it. I don't do it all. I just do some of it. And
Yeah.
then, and as a matter of fact, if you look at any artist, anybody who's
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, look how much they do. They're just doing some of it. And then
Mm-hmm.
there's a whole team of people doing all the rest of it. And
Okay.
they're just not recognized. But I'm recognizing them now for you to let you know that there's a lot of people behind me. And it
Mm-hmm.
took years to build up this team. And it's all hit and miss. Sometimes you get someone good, sometimes you get someone who's not so good. So yeah,
Mm-hmm. So you have a lot support to other
support.
people, yes, to work and then to yourself too, and being loved, right?
Loved.
Yeah,
That's the most important thing
yeah,
because
yeah,
I
yeah.
I love the people I work with, and I think
Uh-huh.
they love me back. Not in the same kind of way sometimes, but just everybody loves each other differently, right? So,
Yes,
but
yes, yes.
I sometimes my comic book artist one time
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
I broke down and I cried. On
mm-hmm,
Zoom, and I just said, "You guys don't know how happy and how important it is to
mm-hmm,
work with people like you. You're
mm-hmm,
just so amazing and talented. And I'm just very, very fortunate. And I think they were like, they're, oh, the leader is
mm-hmm,
breaking down. No, the leader is showing honest emotion and appreciation
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
because I'm not sure they get that from other people. As a
Yes.
matter of fact, a lot of people do not uh, uh, give the respect
Mm-hmm,
and gratitude to artists and musicians,
mm-hmm,
because they think, oh, I'll just get this for free. And I said, you realize how long it took them to get as good as they got?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All the heartache and practice and all the other stuff, and even some of the rejection, and yeah, so I try to let them know I'm eternally grateful for their helping me with my dream, and they're actually getting their dreams also met. So we collaborate on making sure that we're all happy and everyone's dedicated. And it's not easy. It's not easy to find so many people who are willing to kind of, work together. So again, if someone asks me about my music career, because that's why I'm being interviewed by you, is like, oh, your music. And again, I used to do a lot of it by myself. And then I had a
Mm-hmm.
band, but just recently have I collaborated with people who are so serious about music and about making, spreading out everything so that they can make things happen. And I'm kind of like the business guy behind everything too. I have to admit, I have a business guy
Mm-hmm.
person. I'm always trying to connect people. Hey, why don't you work with this guy without putting pressure on him? But only because I think the collaboration would be good. And I'm just trying to get people together. So can you make this happen? Right.
Okay. Right.
So yeah.
Indeed.
So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
try to
yeah.
glue everything together. Yeah. And then people help me too. So if you help everybody, then people help you back.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best thing in the world is to have so much. And because when people are helping each other, man, it's like all that power when you
Mm-hmm.
have more than one person. So
Right,
yeah,
right.
that's
Respect
where it
each
comes
other,
from.
right?
Respect each other, be
Yes.
grateful. Yeah.
Yes.
And be funny about it.
Indeed.
I mean, I'm a fun person to work with. Sometimes a little bit too
Mm-hmm.
much, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because then no work gets done if you're too having too much fun.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
But
you're too busy
you,
laughing about stuff.
yeah, 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 yeah. But you have a big energy.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a I wore out Dave on the we were on this tour. And Dave's a lot younger than me, and I wore him out. It's like
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
poor Dave. He actually got food poisoning at the end, so I had to
Mhm,
help him.
mhm,
I
mhm,
was
mhm.
taking care of him a little bit. So yeah, he was worried about me.
Yeah.
He's oh, it's a big deal. You're gonna be doing all this
Mhm,
stuff, and I'm like, I was no, this is I work all the time. This is not a
mhm,
big
mhm,
deal. But
mhm.
I was worried about if I ate something wrong and then I would get sick and all the other stuff. But that never happened to me. It happened to Dave.
It's
So
transfer,
you know
right?
what happened? So just we were in business class
Uh-huh.
going on this really nice really nice airlines. He ate
Mhm.
seafood. He ate some
Oh.
seafood, and then it got to him, and he was never the same for the last 5 days.
That's so
So
funny,
we
right?
made it. We made a performance at the
Uh-huh,
end,
uh-huh,
and
uh-huh, uh-huh,
he was doing okay
uh-huh.
until the performance ended an hour later. but he had to take that medicine that keeps your bowels from moving.
Mhm.
I said he had to wear diapers on stage. That would not have been
Mhm.
too good. but but I'm being real. This is about when we travel and we go to
Mhm.
other
Mhm.
places.
Mhm.
If your band member gets sick, you're done.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, so you have to be healthy. So if anybody asks me what's it like to be a touring musician,
Mhm. Mhm.
you have to. I mean, I know why musicians take drugs, but
Mhm.
I don't think that's the way to be healthy. I'm
Yeah.
old school. I'm straight. So I don't, don't straight edge. I don't like to do. My drug is coffee mainly. So I'll drink some coffee, and then maybe I'll have a little glass of red wine. But that's pretty
Mhm.
much, I don't try to do too much, except when we're celebrating. When we're
Mhm.
done, then I'll go ahead and have a few cocktails. But you can't mess around with your health when you're on tour.
Yeah, yeah. That's the right path. It's not wrong. It's a normal, right?
Well, but it's when you're younger, you feel, oh, I can get away with all this stuff. But now that
Ah.
I'm older, it's like,
Mhm.
I don't think I can get away with anything these days. So,
Okay.
you really try to stick to your health as the
Mhm.
primary thing. So
Yeah.
health is your wealth. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. But anyway, I saw your artwork and then you were wearing a tuxedos, right?
Yeah.
I thought that you are jazz musicians, but you're not.
No, I'm not. No,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I have a lot of fun. Even the acting is kind of my
Uh-huh.
side thing, but I don't
Uh-huh.
act. It's just like, okay, I'm just going to pretend to be
Oh.
whatever I am. But the whole thing is it's just fun,
Uh-huh.
right? A little bit of pretend, but you have to put yourself in that moment so that you look real,
Mhm,
right? Like
mhm,
it's the real thing. But
mhm.
ultimately, you can be multifaceted. I think that's the other thing. You don't have to limit yourself to one thing. You could
Mhm,
do
mhm,
whatever you want to do,
mhm,
as long as you work at you work at it, and you have people who can coach you. Like
mhm,
you have a good director. The director can tell you, can you do that again? Can you say that louder? Can you turn your head this way? You follow directions. When you're an actor,
mhm.
you follow the director's commands. So then you'll
Okay.
look good. So
Yeah, yeah,
that's the
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Can you
But
be a good puppet? Can you be a good puppet? No.
yeah, 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 yeah. But with a closer, your new single, what the story behind the song?
Oh, I had a crush on this girl in seventh and eighth grade,
Okay.
and so it started decades ago. So what happened was when I was single,
Mhm.
I decided that I'm going to write her this monumental love song,
Oh.
and maybe I can win her over, right? Maybe she'll, oh, what a lovely,
Mhm,
lovely gift. No one's ever done it. You know what she said? She goes, oh, that's real nice. And that was
mhm.
it. But we're still friends. We love each
Oh.
other,
Oh,
but
really?
we don't do the other stuff. So it's just in the friend zone. We're
Mhm,
just
mhm.
still friends. So,
Okay.
and that's fine. That's fine.
Mhm.
I think it's probably better that way.
So it's not your fiancé, right? Fine.
No, it's not. I didn't write it
Fiancé,
for her.
fiancé, fiancé. No, no, no. It's
Yeah,
not.
I didn't write
It's
it
not
for her.
her.
Yeah, I wrote another song for her, but later on.
Oh, later.
But
I can
yeah,
wait.
that's her. She's in my music videos. So I
Oh,
don't know if you recognize, but this is her.
oh, oh, that's a plot twist, right?
That's her.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
That's
yeah,
her.
yeah.
So she's in all the music videos.
Uh-huh.
Not the closer one, but the other ones.
Okay.
So yeah, yeah. So
Oh.
I've known her for 20 something years.
Mm-hmm,
Finally,
mm-hmm.
we decided maybe we should start dating or something. Sure.
Oh. I
So
envy
yeah.
you. Being love and then you have a great love for your fiancé. It's
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
we
yeah, yeah.
still fight though. We argue just like normal people
Mm-hmm.
about stupid stuff, but then it's fine. No, no, we argue about stupid stuff, but the important stuff, the good news is that
Mm-hmm.
we agree on the big things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, and that's important, not bicker over small stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So Yeah, we have
So
a good
yeah.
sense of humor, so it's great. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So for the next project is you have a new single with your
Hmm.
lovers, right? Maybe
Hmm.
or what?
I like the way you add the plural at the end. I have it's a song called "Fall in My Arms,"
Oh,
and
oh.
it's about it's called "Fall in My Arms,
Mm-hmm.
Baby. I'll be your loving man." So it's a love song about,
Mm-hmm.
hey, that other person's not doing it for you. Why don't you come to me? I'll take care of you. And it's a very
Mm-hmm.
nice, it's kind of an interesting song because it's about you see somebody, you should be together,
Mm-hmm.
and you see they're not getting treated right,
Mm-hmm.
and you're saying, hey, what, I can treat you better than that person. Why don't you just try me out for a second? Why don't you just do that? And you're trying to coax the person over and say, look, there's even a line that says,
Mm-hmm.
you even bleed, and he still won't do it. So it's like, here it's a guy, he's literally does, you know, beat
Oh.
up, and he's still not ignoring her, not giving her
Uh-huh.
what she wants.
Uh-huh.
And I just say, yeah, I'll never hurt you. Just come to
Uh-huh.
me. And so it's a very, very, if you look at the lyrics, it's like, whoa, what is he talking about? And so I wrote that song when um I was another friend of mine. Her husband wasn't treating her very good.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a friend, but I wasn't like that interested in her. But I wanted her, I said, you need to find someone who will treat you right.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes some of my music comes from watching my friends suffer through bad relationships.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I said, why don't you just find somebody better? Why don't you just leave that person,
Mm-hmm.
you know? But that's me being practical, right? Love
Yeah, yeah,
is
yeah.
not a practical thing. Love is all emotional. So, but yes, that song is going to be released, and I have a lot of music, a lot
Mm-hmm.
of videos from the India and the
Mm-hmm.
Dubai tour, and
Oh.
even from my a local a performance I did. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm just hugging one of the local performances. I'm hugging all my friends, and I'm hugging all the musicians coming. So it's like it's not like the like fall in my arms like in the love story, but it's more like
Uh-huh.
here, Alan. Alan's a hugger. Alan likes to hug people. So it just shows you hugging a lot of people. And I'm just that kind of person. I'm a hugger. I don't just like, oh, here's a
Mm-hmm.
fist bump. I don't do that kind of stuff. I'm a hugger. So yeah, funny.
Okay. Can I call you
Yeah.
Papa Bear? So you are?
Papa Bear's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. And what who's your inspired of your music?
Oh, so many. If I was to go back, way, way back, I
Mm-hmm.
would say the Beatles are like
Oh.
the best. They're the songwriting group.
Mm-hmm.
They could write hit songs and songs and songs. And then later on, in the 90s would be Duran Duran, Pet Shop
Mm-hmm.
Boys,
Picture Boys.
David Bowie was like 70s and
Oh.
80s. Yeah, David Bowie.
Uh-huh.
Then you have the Michael Jacksons, and it goes on and on and on. Because I listened to a lot of R&B when I was young and younger too. And so yeah, now and I was just telling another interviewer. I said, I was ready to just stop at the top
Mm-hmm.
when a person listened to my music, and I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know her. I didn't know her at all. She was just a fan. She goes, "I like your music better than Post Malone." And I said, "Okay, I'm
Oh.
gonna quit right now because I'm gonna stop at the top. I don't need to have anybody else say anything. If one
Mm-hmm.
fan says I'm better than Post Malone, that's good enough for me." And that's when I realized that I'm not doing it. The fame is not the most important. It's acknowledgement from people who
Mm-hmm.
are listening to your music
Mm-hmm.
or from your colleagues. I have colleagues from
Mm-hmm.
Third Eye Blind,
Mm-hmm.
we're a bass player there,
Mm-hmm.
and Dave Lopez. They said, "You're a really good songwriter, Alan." And guess
Mm.
what?
What?
Maybe that's all I needed was someone to tell me you're really good at this thing. But so why do I need to pursue it further, right? And the thing about the touring thing, I realized,
Uh-huh.
you're away from all your friends and your loved ones and the
Mm-hmm.
things that your home and the
Mm-hmm.
place, you could stand to lose all that.
Yeah.
when you're all flying all over the place, what if your plane goes down? What if you get
Mm-hmm.
sick? There's all these things that can happen to you, and you're losing time with the people that you care about the most. I mean, the fans are great, but they don't really know you, right? You're
Right,
just
right,
finding out more about me now,
right.
but it's like, yeah, but they have this thing,
Yeah.
oh, this guy's just this person. But no, you're a real human being. You got a lot of things going on, and well, at least
Mm-hmm.
I am. I don't know about Justin Bieber, although I like Justin Bieber. But Justin Bieber is Justin Bieber. He's I felt horrible when he got sick. No, when he got sick, he
Mm-hmm.
got freaked out. He didn't want to go perform because his face doesn't.
Yeah, yeah,
But I
yeah,
would have
yeah.
gone out and performed because I'll just, hey, I got a face problem, but I'm out here performing for you guys. And
Mm-hmm.
the fans will love him more just because he's brave. He's
Yeah.
not getting self-conscious about that.
Mm-hmm.
But when
Mm-hmm.
you're like young and then that's all it's really, really hard. I
Yes.
could see how hard it would be because all your identity is wrapped up in being
Mm-hmm.
this young, cute person, and that's all you do,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
And that is why a lot of musicians eventually fail because they get older.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't have the same energy.
Mm-hmm.
They may get tired of singing their own songs. I don't know. I'm not a musician. I'm not in that category. And I have no criticism because all like I
Mm-hmm.
said, I can only admire people who can do it and make a
Mm-hmm.
living out of it. So much admiration for you because I just did it for a little bit when I went on tour.
Oh.
It was one
Mm-hmm.
of the hardest things I ever did.
Yes. Because
So
the
yeah.
performers is do it better than other people, right?
Well, I mean, again, I don't really compete with what other musicians are doing. You're just
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you're just trying to see if you could do it, right?
Yeah.
And I only have admiration for other musicians who could do it, and I think that's a mature person. You're not competing. You're
Mm-hmm.
just in awe of what other people can do. And then, I had musicians who are, they're like they're the top of their class,
Mm-hmm.
and they envy me. And I go, "What are you envying me for?" He goes, "You have a job." I go, "Well, you have a job?" He goes,
Yeah, yeah,
"No,
yeah.
no, no, no. We have jobs. We work
Oh,
for other people.
jobs,
We
right?
do their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We don't
Mm-hmm.
do, we don't always get to do our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You get to do your stuff." And I'm like, "Really?" No,
Yeah.
again, I don't think about it that way, right? Because I'm not
Oh.
doing, they're doing it 40, 50, 60, 70 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. See, that's the other thing. That's why it's fun because I'm
Okay.
not doing it all the time. So,
Mm-hmm.
we have to look in the way musicians look at it. And so again, I'm kind of naive. I didn't know, and now I know. Oh, if I did this all the time, I'd probably grow to not like it as much.
Yes. We just doing our patient, right?
I like treating patients. I get a different one every half an hour, so it's always a different person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? I get different, like it's like writing different music. You get a different song every half an hour, right? And you never get tired. But when you go and perform, think
Mm-hmm.
about it. You're singing the same stuff over and over
Over and
and
over.
over, and then you practice over and over. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
you ever think about that? So again, I mean, that's what they make their living out of, but
Mm-hmm.
man, that's boredom. And you hear from musicians later on, they go, "I wanted to kill myself because all I had to
No.
do is." I mean, I still like these interviews because your questions are different. If you see every interview I do, it's very different
Okay.
from the last interview. But what's funny
Mm-hmm.
is one guy on who's
What?
lead singer for this group called Scritti Politti, and
Oh.
he said got so sick of
Mm-hmm.
talking about himself, he just dropped out.
Oh, really?
So yeah, he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to promote. He didn't do anything anymore because he was
Uh-huh.
sick. I'm so sick of talking about myself, and he just dropped
Oh my
out.
God.
And I'm like, well, does that mean I'm sick of talking about myself?
Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't mean that. I just like talking to you about myself, and
Yeah.
because I'm seeing your interaction, and you ask different questions, so I'll respond. So it's fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How difficult to be a singer? I mean, like, you're a singer for a long time, and then you do something different that way, and then how to manage your vocals are. I want to be a great performer. I want to be a great singer in your
Oh,
age.
Um, it's funny. I take singing lessons. I have a voice instructor, so I
Oh,
do
really?
take lessons. Oh yeah, you have to, because he teaches you. Don't dancing like this,
Uh-huh.
sing like this. So so he teaches you how to project, right?
Oh.
And don't don't breathe through your vocals. Really use your core
Mhm.
muscles to sing hard. So you have to take lessons, just like a personal trainer exercising you. You have to do that. And if you're going to become a better singer, you have to. It's very important to take lessons from a person who is very good at teaching it. So I have Raz
Okay.
Kennedy is my voice instructor in California. He's very, very good. He goes
Oh.
around the whole world teaching. He's a very, very good singer and voice
I
instructor.
did Okay, I did a singer too. I am a jazz singer actually. So I want to
Awesome.
no, 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 no. I'm still
No,
learning.
really, but it's good. We're all learning. We're always learning.
So
Yeah.
I
But
want
play.
to know how to manage your voice like that, and then you have many activities, and then you do sing too. So I want to ask you about how to manage your body, how to manage your vocalizing, right that gitu.
I can give you. Okay, so I
You give me
Pilates. I
an
do.
advice to me.
Oh, so Pilates is a great core exercise to get your abdominal muscles to work because
Hmm,
when you sing, your posture has to be good, right? Your
yes,
posture has
with
to be, yes. And then your core muscles, because when you project, it doesn't
mm-hmm,
come from here. It
mm-hmm.
comes from here. It comes from all this stuff
Diaphragm.
down here, right?
Yeah.
So that'll help you get stronger. So you need to be strong,
Mm-hmm.
have a good core muscles
Oh.
when you're singing. And then you also there's a trick is to how to relax your voice, not to tense up.
Mm-hmm.
You get some people tense up like
Mm-hmm.
this when they're talking, but you got to relax your voice instead, right? So
Yeah.
he's taught me how to, like, before I sing, if I'm tense, to
Mm-hmm.
just move, like, move your head around a little bit, relax your head before you start to sing, or even while you're
Mm-hmm.
singing, you move your head around, because you see a lot of people, they move
Mm-hmm.
their head when they're singing.
Yes,
That's because
like
they're
that.
trying to get their voice box to relax. There's
Mm-hmm.
all these tricks to not tense up and then restrict yourself.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
there's my 2 cents of advice.
Okay, I will do it. Thanks for advice.
You're welcome. I was working.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. So, our time is limit, so maybe
Yeah,
it's
busy.
last but not
Okay.
least. Yeah. Okay. Do you plan to do some concert in Indonesia maybe, or in
In
Singapore maybe?
2025, it's yeah. In 2025, I'm looking at. I have too much to do this year. When I was gone too long,
Oh.
and a lot of things kind of fell apart when I left. And
Mm-hmm.
my mom is my priority.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking care of my 91-year-old mom. She's got a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of dementia, so I don't want to drop the ball on that. She took care of me, so I got to take care of her. It's not an Asian thing either.
Mm-hmm.
It should be universal how we should take care of our
Yeah.
parents if they were good to
Yeah,
us.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And my mom was very good to me, so
Mhm.
I want to make sure that I need to be a good son. And unfortunately, like I said, my fiance is very, very supportive of my
Mhm.
way I take care of people. So yeah, it's good. So no competition. So yeah, no
But
competition.
I can wait you for maybe for years maybe to visit Indonesia, visit Malang maybe. I have
I will. I'm
many
aiming
culinary here, a lot of culinary here.
a lot of what?
Uh, food. I mean food,
Oh, cuisine. Oh, yeah.
cuisine.
Look,
Yes.
I'm into food. I'm a foodie. Look, I'm gonna talk to my agent. We're gonna aim for something in
Mm-hmm.
2025. But I just said this year I have to kind of like take stock of everything, work with
Mm-hmm.
local artists, do some other stuff, and then I will work on some kind of campaign to get
Mm-hmm.
out there. But one thing at a time. Right.
Okay. Last but not least, please tell us about your new single so many people can hear your music to our
Oh,
listeners.
Oh, so you want to talk about Closer or the next one that's coming out?
Yeah,
Closer or Closer?
closer, closer,
Closer?
closer. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, Closer again was written almost 12 years ago or 13 years ago, and it was written for a person I had a crush on in junior high school. And again, did not didn't work out the way I thought it would, but we're still good friends. But the music video that accompanies it, that was done by a gentleman, a producer was named. His name is Aramis Knight, and he is plays Dagger in Miss Marvel, and he's coming out on the next Karate Kid as a bad guy in it. So it's going to be he's a great actor, and he's also my producer for the Closer. And it was my idea to put all the ballerinas in there. So because my friend who was wrote the music for is a ballerina, but she did ballet. So it was kind of an odage to her, but also trying to make it funny at the same time. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. So it's fun. It's based on Pachelbel's Canon, which is a wedding
Mm-hmm.
was a wedding song.
Yeah.
So it was trying to make it as romantic as possible, but oh well.
So, L friend, don't forget to listen the newest single called "Closer" by Alan Ling, and then maybe for the future, I want to collaborate with you, maybe with a new song with me. Can
This,
I?
you know what? You know how to get a hold of me through Gayatri and Malvika. So anytime you're going to throw me something, I'm all ears. Okay. All
Okay.
right. All right.
All right. So thank you so much, Alan Ling, for having me to interview with you.
And I'm glad it went
I'm
well.
glad.
Okay. I hope. Yeah. Okay. Good. All
I hope
right.
we
You take
can.
care.
Yes, yes. I hope we can meet this soon.
Yes, I will see what happens. I'm trying to get over there in 2025. We'll see how it goes. All right. Take care.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.